dimension. Bearded warriors. Trapped in an eternity of vapid space. Doomed to wander the galaxy. Broadcasting their nonsense to the void. This is StarCast.
Hi, my name is Chris Roberts, and welcome to StarCast.
Tickety. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Trendane, we lost Trendane in the 2 minutes.
What?
It's like he's like, I'm out of here. Welcome to StarCast episode 75. How is that even possible?
Well, you see, time tends to flow in a very linear... Oh.
Ooh, linear. Except when you get closer to the speed of light.
Then it flows in a very spherical fashion.
Very spherical. Hello. Small cast tonight. Let's do roll call.
Welcome to Smallcast.
Welcome to Smallcast, a more intimate cast. We're all going to get naked and rub jello on ourselves. We are. We've got Mr. Trendane.
Hello.
Mr. Bod.
Hi.
And NK Sharp.
Hi.
All the cool kids are at PAX. No?
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Where are some of the cool kids?
Some of them are listening to a simulcast on the base.
Oh, those are the really cool kids, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Much cooler than everybody else. So, Clifford, a.k.a. Miku, and Squirrel are huddled up in a corner of the arena convention center with a cell phone in hand, transmitting on Uplay. And WTFosaurus is grabbing that and playing that on his channel. So I don't know how much longer that's going to go on. So that's where WTFosaurus is not here for tonight because he's doing that. Clifford is doing his thing. Who else are we missing?
Stockus.
He's fighting a kangaroo.
He was fighting a kangaroo, but that was after he got his nipples resized. So, which it's been something that's been bothering him most of his life.
Is it a reduction or an invigination?
Is it an invigination?
Well, Stackers and Geek Boy are always saying how, putting your hands inside the pouch of the kangaroo, how good it feels. Maybe one of them just kick back. And sooner or later it's going to happen. They're going to have a fight.
Back in what? All that's really in there is nasty mucus-covered fur and, like, a nipple. Like a nipple.
Just one nipple in a kangaroo?
I think so. I don't think they can handle more than two
Maybe.
kids. I mean, because the Joey climbs in there and locks onto the nipple and basically fuses to it.
For months. It's so tiny. It looks like, the Joey before they put him in. Trinity, can you go up a little bit with your volume? Please.
What?
All right, so we have a few things to talk about tonight. Of course, there's the stuff going on at PAX, which I can't mention because it's simulcasting while we're talking. So unless something really major comes out, Did you guys hear anything major from PAX at all?
Not even paying attention to it.
Yeah, not yet, personally.
Sorry, go ahead, Bon.
No, I was just going to say I was going to wait. It's cool that the sound is good on that stream, but I can't sit there and watch it. It just does my eyes in. So I'm going to wait for them to post it. But I know they've got some panels they're doing at the moment, which is what's going on at the moment. There's various panels with Chris.
Nice.
I know that Skyla had at least one cup of coffee.
I saw that on Facebook. Yeah.
And then one of the ladies from Motega, which is the company that's making Gigantic, which she was sent out to take pictures, and she just went up on a balcony and took a selfie that was the entire con floor, and I was like, efficiency, perfect.
Exactly. Here I am. I'm everywhere with all these people.
Yeah. That's all I know about that happened. So.
But I know that Bod doesn't have a beard. Trendane's beard is slightly ginger, and NK's is slightly ginger. So the question in the audience is, who's the cutie with the ginger beard? So are we referencing Trendane or NK? We can wait for listing. By the way, if we have any questions, please put them in brackets. So you write the word. Actually, Bod has a whole command for that. Never mind. Bod, just do the command.
Who the hell asked that?
Falaste. Falaste. Okay, it's Trendane for sure. Most people are saying it's definitely Trendane. It's obviously Trendane.
That's like your parents saying, "Oh, your art is wonderful. Let's put it on the refrigerator." No.
Why?
I did get a new razor though, so I'm gonna trim this later.
Oh, you're gonna trim it with an actual razor or electric?
Electric.
Okay, good.
Oh,
I lost mine.
It's trimming it with a razor is butch.
Yeah, it is. Don't mess with it. It hurts. How long ago did we start? 6 hours ago, and this is as far in the conversation that we have gotten.
That's right. We have had nothing to talk about because Cyberwolf hasn't asked if I think that the new Caterpillar is a giant space penis yet.
Right. Where is it?
Which is a question he's waiting to ask at some point. Speaking of which, if you have questions...
Put them in brackets?
Yeah, good. Hey, that's a great idea. We should do it that way from now on. Oh my God, it'll make them so much easier to see in this horrible, horrible Steam layout. Not Steam, Skype layout. Oh, God.
Oh, you're not talking about the old one, you're talking about the... yeah.
No, I mean, since I updated Skype,
he's not happy about that. Trendane, tell us how you really feel about the brand new Skype that you're forced to have to use.
Okay. I would sooner... No, I shouldn't say that.
You can. This is TMI Friday. You know, it's all right.
No, it's not. It really isn't. And I did TMI Thursday yesterday, so I wanted to do TMI Friday. And thank you for the raid, by the way. That was bizarre.
It's fun, huh?
I was just completely... For those of you who don't know, I was playing Elder Scrolls Online yesterday, and I was being so gay. Oh, my God. And just perving everything up. And then...
No, when I told... Before I came over there, I said, by the way, everybody... He's gay, and he's doing his TMI thing, which means he's going to be extra gay. So that's okay. They knew about it.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So as far as Star Citizen goes, there's
Star Citizen.
Yes, there's a brand new thingy. Has something to do with large containers in Europe. So the Europeans have something called VATs, and it's where they keep their money. And something to do with Star Citizen and the money that they keep in Europe is bothering them. So they're having a very special Star Citizen sale so they can get rid of all the stuff that they would put in those VATs and put them somewhere else. Right, Bod? I have this on the nose, don't I?
Yeah, I don't want to steal the money we're hiding.
Yes. So really what is happening with VAT and all of that?
It's just I think there was a new European law passed in January that was that digital goods are now VAT is applicable on them. So as of February the 1st, any sales through RSI's website is applicable to VAT in Europe. So for me personally, in the UK, we got 20%. So if I bought a cutlass for $100, it would cost me $120 on February the 1st, whereas on the day before it would be cost $100.
Holy crap.
That's value-added tax, right?
Yeah, it is, yes. Okay. Value-added tax.
That's what it stands for.
It's always been there for physical goods. So if you bought T-shirts and stuff on the site, we'd get it built into the cost. But for digital goods, it's been added for us. So
nice of them to be considerate of that.
And yeah, just as a recompense, to put this sale up. All these old way-free ships have come back up for a week for any European that may have missed it before the price goes up. But,
so they're doing it, and then that's a good question. It's Citizen Kalis just said it seems kind of odd to add value to a digitally produced good. Like, how does that add value to your life, especially for the spaceship?
I don't know.
It doesn't add value to your life.
Well, that's what it's a value-added tax.
No,
they're
it's
making
to the government.
Because you're happier.
It gives the government more money. They want
Yeah,
more.
it's going to them, so it's not going. Money's not going to Six Pocket. It's government.
Oh yeah,
taxes.
absolutely, it's going
But
to
yeah,
the
But what
EU or
they
whatever.
just want more money, more money. So
I wonder if you can get around that by using a VPN
I don't know.
and
I mean,
buying
if
a
I
bigger address.
Dude,
I mean, if
they
you-
can't have TVs over there without certificates, so I can't imagine they would try to get away with buying a spaceship.
I mean, the thing is, it's obviously there are ways around it. I mean, for instance, I can give someone money in PayPal and they can buy it for me and gift it. Or alternatively, I see the grey market kicking off in a whole new direction now.
Mm.
You're going to get people buying the non-limited chips and selling them with a 10% markup on the grey market, and it's still cheaper to buy it there than from the store. You know.
And
So,
Alex Savant, you have missed everything up to this point. Just so you know.
Yeah, we fired WTFosaurus
Out of the
Yeah.
cannon.
right
but
out.
obviously they're having to do this, I think, because they're opening this new publishing branch in the UK, and this is obviously because they're supposedly publishing goods from over here now, selling the items from the UK as of next month. They have to pay this VAT. That's the main reason they got to pay it. If they didn't open the UK branch, publishing branch, they wouldn't have had to do it. So, yeah.
It's crazy.
It's their choice. But they get money back. I think they're putting as much stuff over here as they can because they get tax breaks. All the UK any gaming come over here, gaming companies get tax breaks on anything all their spending.
That works
So
in
one-
other places too.
Yeah, because we've had that law here for a couple of years.
Like they have their own studio in Montreal, or the contracting out of Studio Montreal that does their website stuff, and they get tax breaks. I know there's a lot of tax breaks in Toronto and Montreal for gaming companies. That's why there's a lot of them
Yeah,
there
and
in Vancouver.
as these companies get bigger, think of the amount of money they're saving every year. You know, it's going to be quite a lot. So, you know, people just have to work around. Us people that are a long time backers, if we wanted to get something, we'd get it without it. You know.
That's so funny, Trendane.
Deltron said that it's a digital tea party, right? And they just imagine people throwing tea out of their freelancers and out of their everything. It's like it's not the same if there's no salt water. It's just floating, getting irradiated down.
That's pretty funny.
It
Okay, hold
just struck me funny. I'm sorry.
on. No, it's all right. You're allowed to laugh.
Yeah, I'm allowed to laugh, but it helps if I have something funny to share with the rest of the class.
Stormtroopers.
Those are not funny. Those are delicious.
Mm.
As long as they're the regular stormtroopers, not the speeder bike, because they look like they're wearing diapers. It just bugs me.
I wonder if there will be speeder bikes in Star Citizen.
Oh, in Star Citizen, in Star Wars, probably.
Maybe I don't know. We'll have to. The Disney version.
We had that
I know
big
how-
cubicle one that looked like a pack of cigarettes. She was sitting on the end of.
All right, guys. New poll up.
What?
Yeah,
Whose poll is up? When were we raising a poll?
we have a poll. Is VAT fair for the EU people to pay for Star Citizen goods? Type yes for yes and no for no.
Can I type yes for no?
You could type yes for no, but my bot will not care. Like a big FU. All right, so what else is going on with the Star and the Citizen? There was there's a new patch, eh?
Yep, patch it today.
And it's now up.
1.0.1.
You can now download and play it. It was on the PTU a while ago for people in that if you signed up for it, and now it's live.
Yeah, I've not got into it yet. I didn't want to download the PTU because last time it screwed my client over. And I figured if it was coming out 2 days later, I'd wait.
Yeah,
And
the
it
big.
did come out.
If it didn't come out by this weekend, I was just going to download the PTU since you have to
Yeah.
read down the whole game essentially just to play it.
Yeah, I
So
was
if you don't have a
I
good
was gonna
internet
get it
connection or
tomorrow,
anything,
yeah.
like, not very good.
That was my plan. Download it tomorrow if it was going to be next week. Then I could play it. But
Yeah. The biggest fixes are obviously the missiles are now not impossible to dodge. You can just flare and it'll go away. If you use a shaft, the shaft is kind of overpowered right now since you basically can break any missile lock just by using that. So if you have any shaft,
Oh, good. I mean,
Missiles don't
now
touch
we're
you.
swinging the pendulum the other way, right?
yeah,
Because-
now it's just fine-tuning it more than just missiles kill you no matter what. Like, it was just, you couldn't even play the game before. It was just too annoying to even touch it.
I still had fun. I had lots of fun with Missile Commander. But I used to play it like the Missile Police. I'd go into Missile Commander, start a game with using my guns, and if I see someone shooting missiles, I'd make it my aim to spend that rest of that game just shooting that guy with nothing but missiles and not touching anyone else. And it was fun.
In the military, well, in the Navy, we pronounce chaff. How do you guys pronounce it differently?
Chaff.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
It's like chuff, but chaff.
Chuff.
Yeah.
How many different pronunciations are there? There's like 3 or something, I think.
No,
Okay.
we don't pronounce
Chaff.
it chuff. It's
Chaff.
chuff is the noise that tigers make.
Or trains.
Chav. I pronounce it Chav.
No, that's
No, I
choo-choo.
thought he said shab, as in chevalier.
Yeah.
I meant shiv, as in the prison shank.
Yeah.
Like a frickin' Tonberry. I hate those things.
Is that a thing in H1Z1? I want to make one now.
A shiv? No, you can make a combat knife and a spear.
Oh.
That's what I was supposed to get. What's new? What else is new other than the swinging of the pendulum in the other direction?
Voyager Direct, there's new weapons in the store. I would not recommend buying any of them because soon we will be able to earn them. And earning them is better than buying them.
Because it makes
like-
you feel like
I think-
you earned something.
The thing that confused me is the main weapon they added was a pistol. What?
Yeah, they
Is this
added
like, Is this like the first FPS weapon they're putting in now?
I have no idea why
you
they would
carry
even
it?
do that.
It seems add.
I assume you could, or else why would you spend $10 on
I wonder
it?
if they do it. I wonder. What I'm wondering is if because we had some people could pull up a pistol in free roam and shoot their ships, but not everyone could. Maybe this is there so the people that couldn't could buy a pistol and do it.
It just seems silly though to add all these things for ridiculous amounts of money that you will soon you'll be able to earn them.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's 1.01, right?
1.1.
Yeah. 1.1 is when we'll see the Arena Commander currency, whatever they're going to call it, that you can earn weapons and potentially ships with.
I did find it interesting to see they put the canard turret up on for sale. So the canard turret from the Super Hornet you can buy to put on any of the other Hornets now.
For $20.
Can I put it on my
A regular
my other
Hornet.
ships?
Only Hornets.
It's only fitted for Hornets because it's taken directly from the Super Hornets. It's just the Super Hornet one. Eventually, I'd assume they'll be able to have other canard and different turrets for other ships, but currently it's just that one.
Yeah. And I think they also added our first kind of revision of the paint or the skin system in, isn't it? So now on the holotape you got a skin section, and you can buy skins for your grey cat buggy. I think there's 4 or 5 you can buy for $5 each. So you can have your grey cat buggy look different. But it's the first step to the ship skinning system, I guess.
True.
Because it will come in the same way. Because on the holotape we apply the skin.
I can finally paint my freelancer pink.
Now,
Well, yeah, and the people that had say for the people that had that Cutlass package that had the skull and crossbones skin, they'll better use that. Things like that.
how many people do you think are going to lose their damn minds over the fact that why are they putting all of this development effort into painting a gray cat that I don't even want?
Maybe
I don't
they
mean
got-
that I don't want one. I mean that,
Yeah,
They might have bigger plans for those grey cats, I wonder.
they might, and also, but you're right. It might be the first test of the skin. I mean, to skin a gray cat, there's more than one way to do it, but it's probably a lot easier to skin that than it is to do, a freelancer.
That might just be the first iteration of what they're doing with their whole system, though. I'm hoping we don't see more stream version of this, though. I'd rather see them work on a model that you can actually customize and add layers to. That would be the ultimate thing they could do, right? With different layers, like other games do this, like Forza APB, where you can add on layers and vectors to make your own anything, essentially. But having $5 skins is just a cop-out.
Yeah, because we're going to be able to make our own eventually, right? I've kind of wondered how it's going to do it. If it was going to be a system like Forza where you draw it or something like that in game and with layers, it'll be odd. But I can see people just spending a hell of a lot of time doing that. They never know they could have a community market where they resell people's skins they draw for a few bucks. Maybe that's the future. They can make money after launch by people making their own ship skins. And
You could
selling
make a ton of money in games where if you're actually good enough, you could... I've seen people streaming just what they're drawing, and it looks amazing. Like, I can't even comprehend what they're doing, and it's just amazing what they can do if you have the talent.
sounds like so many of my goddamn friends. Just one of the problems with being in the furry fandom is we have so many artists, just really incredibly talented people who do art and sculpture and music and all kinds of crap. So when you're a non-artistic person, you are surrounded by people who are like, oh wait, that's an interesting image, and they just start drawing, and you're like, fuck you, because you just.
Yeah, if I did, it would just be a stick person. You'd be like,
I'm lucky if I can draw.
and
that.
I'm like, man, this is my best drawing ever. That'd be all my ships. Would just be stick figure drawings, and then there'd just be guys with like Michelangelo and real paintings on their ships.
It would be a picture of two reclaimers reaching out in the clouds to touch each other.
And mine would just be a stick figure of a guy.
All right, guys, new poll.
Oh, are we finished with the other one?
Oh yeah, it was going.
Is it spent?
It was spent. What should they spend more time developing? Ships, games, or Voyager Direct? Voyager Direct being...
Voyager Direct.
Sure, that one's going 400%.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all different studios is the thing, though, that are working on the different aspects. The Voyager Direct, I think, is mostly the website guys who are in Canada, and then the game is mostly Austin and their other branches. And the ships are just when they have a pipeline now for what they do with concept, production, gray boxing, all that.
It's the numbers, guys. 1, 2, or 3. Sorry. Genitalia. Yes, they should spend more time developing genitalia.
Soon.
TM.
That's the mocap. They're working hard on the technology. We should see that by 2016.
Cyberwolf, what's going on, buddy? I only saw like 2 questions coming in tonight. He's like, ah, fuck it.
Probably.
Done with this crap.
All right. What else? I guess that's pretty much it as far as that goes.
We got space globes.
What?
We got space globes.
Space globes. Is that the?
It's like a New Year's
for New Year's, but it's almost February. So
the patch is late, isn't it? I guess. But yeah.
Priorities.
Space globes to everybody.
Cyberwolf is bailing on us. He's gonna go watch something else. Goodbye, Cyberwolf. All right, so I guess we get started with the questions then. I figured it's gonna be a slow show tonight.
See, no, for the people who were saying, pick the game, because clearly game is winning.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing right there.
The poll.
The poll, yeah. I would ask what aspect of the game. I mean, considering how huge this game is very vague. What part of the game? What aspect of the game are we talking about? Because I think ships are part of the game.
The Hangar module.
What aspects would you like to see, Dave?
Well, I mean, a lot of people are really chomping at the bit for the FPS thing, and I think that it makes sense for that to be the next big piece, or the social module and the FPS module kind of bundled together a little bit. And again, I keep likening it to Second Life. It'll give you a place to get into your avatar and to be in the game per se. I think much like the website, the new rehashed website, it'll be really cool at first. And then people are like, okay, can we do something else with this now? Because we've been in this bar talking about back in my day, we used to be able to race around New Horizon as much as we wanted without running into people. And I don't know. It's just, this is one of the hardest parts of game development, is seeing all the. See, now you guys know what it's like to you kind of know what it's like to be on the inside of how this thing works, because you can see the pieces and parts developing, but they just don't fit together yet. And you're like, just shove them together and let's go. It's like, oh no, it needs to be working before we can put it out there. So I don't know, just meh.
So I wrote down FPS, Orgs, or Squadron 42. Does that work for you?
Thank God Core's not here, because we know what he'd pick.
Idris.
He'd be all about the Idris Corp.
People rage about anything like
Yeah, FPS. I'm really hoping it comes out in March just to bring some new variants to the game and not just racing or combat. FPS will be new and exciting. I just don't know how long they can do that because the gap between that and what's next is going to be a long wait.
Right, because it's so close.
Because next will be essentially beta, which
the
will be just
won't be too long, will it? That'll keep people occupied for 5 minutes.
The planet side and the social module is tied in.
Depending on what they let us do.
Yeah, it's basically tied into the FPS modules, what they're saying right now, though. So it depends. I was hearing they wanted to do between the 1 and 4 planets you can visit, but I'm assuming that just means visit and not like what they showed in the demo for the P2, right? Or the or was it the P2? The demo they had where they landed. I'm assuming it'd be more like that, where you can just walk around. A little area and not just like the whole area, right?
Where they landed on hardcore.
Yeah. Because I think they wanted to actually show some of the landing zones they're going to do, because for launch, they wanted on Terra, what was it, 4 or 5 now? Different ones? I'm assuming they'd show something like that around.
Maybe. FPS module I'm just waiting for, as you said, because it's something different. But it's going to bring in new people as well.
I'm hoping they expand onto that, like they expand onto Arena Commander 2 with different modes, hopefully, and not just the battle arena thing they're working on.
Yeah.
I know that they did say I think Ben did say on Reverse to Verse that FPS module is going to be linked into the Hangar module, and it's going to be linked into the
to the social module is what they're saying.
They're all going to be linked together. But I wonder if they're going to do any sort of mode where the FPS and the Arena Commander is linked, if you know what I mean. So you fly
like in the same thing.
Maybe.
Capture the address. Eventually, it'll be.
It's going to be something like that eventually. You
That's
fly to the address,
beta,
then you
just
land.
capture the address.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh. Okay, I know what I want to see.
Okay.
I want to see the linking of the Hangar module and Arena Commander, so that you get into your ship, and basically, the hangar door opens, and then whatever field you're playing, in Dying Star or Broken Moon or whatever, you can see it out there. And when you leave the thing, to you, you're just flying out into the thing, but to everybody else, you're jumping into the system, and it's like
that's a good idea. Tie in like that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Sorry, go on. Or should we just move to questions?
That'd be, probably. That would be like Star Wars Battlegrounds or Battlefront 2 kind of did something like that, I think, where there was different, it wasn't tied in, but there's different modes where there's flying, combat, and that was about it. But having it integrated would be pretty amazing.
I do agree that they should have many modules, because here's the deal: Arena Commander is pretty boring. Once you've flown in it, for 4 or 5 hours, it's about all you can handle forever. And the racing is the same way. It's you can try to get a better time, but if you're not getting better time, you're hitting the walls or the buildings.
Yeah,
it gets boring. So
that is racist.
What?
Just race.
Oh, it is a race. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I was like, maybe I said something. But anyway, so having the FPS module with only 2 or 3 maybe different modes, it's going to get tiring pretty quick just running around pew pew pew. Running around pew pew pew. Same kind of stuff over and over and over again. And they don't really have a story behind it, so it really is just going to be death matches. It's going to feel a lot like what's that game?
Counter-Strike?
Counter-Strike or the other ones.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, what's
Arma. Hopefully not really.
What?
Every time somebody mentions Counter-Strike, it just reminds me of a piece of furry, not quite porn, but close. Never mind. Somebody made me do it.
You were playing a much different Counter-Strike than I was.
Yeah, I don't play Counter-Strike. It's just somebody made a spray paint thing into this
yeah, you can't use spray paints in the new one, actually, though. That's kind of disappointing.
It's a shame, because it's like this furry...
Yeah, there's a lot of weird sprays.
his flopped over ears, and he's standing there in his underwear going, "I just like your penis, okay?" Like, just spray it everywhere. Sorry, just really struck me fun. Questions?
Yeah, no, hold on. But anyway, well, see, the deal is boiled down. I played a lot of Battlegrounds in World of Warcraft, mainly because I had a tumor removed from my foot. I was stuck on my couch and I couldn't go anywhere. So that was the only option, is to play Battlegrounds or start over a new character. So I played Battlegrounds. It's not just me. It's not just me that is getting bored with these arenas and stuff. And people are like, "It's just you, Dub. Everyone else loves it." I don't know. Maybe I should make that into a poll. How many people are bored to death with Arena Commander?
You'll notice the same people over and over again. So there's like a diehard group of people who love the game, and then there's just people coming in and out every week or so. And then once a patch comes out, you'll see an influx of people, and then they'll leave, waiting for the next patch.
Right, waiting for the next patch, see what's changed. Okay,
yeah.
Missiles are blowing me up really fast now, so I'm gonna leave, and then.
Yeah, I expected the last patch. Not a lot of people probably were interested in just getting killed by missiles. So much so that somebody got MVP on their forum just for setting up no missile matches, basically setting up matches for that, which is silly, but
right, there you go. Question is, are you bored to death with Arena Commander? Yes or no? Go ahead, answer. It's yes for yes and no for no.
This thing is going to look like, you know, the handle position on a Nordic track. It's just just going to go back and forth.
Yeah, let's see. It's fun. It's interactive. Okay. I guess we can move on to the questions. Make sure, guys, if you have any questions, type them in brackets, and Bod. Well,
that's the name of my bot, actually. It's called Bodbot.
Is it Bodbot? Bodbot.
Bodbot. That's my name.
Yeah. Maybe that's where I got it from. All right. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get not 1, 2. It's yes, no. All right, let's go ahead and get started with.
It's confusing. Keep on just changing it.
Consistency. From Super String Man. Why is Twitch a buffering piece of crap?
Well,
because science.
Afterwards.
Blame Amazon.
It's Amazon's fault. Science and bits. Okay.
From B101K. That lol. Not really a question.
Yeah. We did go over that, but yeah, B101's obviously a Brit like me, so he's affected. Yeah.
From Citizen Kalis. Is the caterpillar a giant space penis? You stole Cyberwolf's question. I haven't seen what it looks like now. When I was watching,
they haven't changed it.
Okay, then I don't remember what it looks like.
Oh,
I don't remember what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay. From Tail Z, who's getting a buggy skin?
I won't be.
Not me. I don't
even
have
have a buggy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a buggy. So if
I got a buggy, but $5 for the skin? Probably not. Probably not. And obviously, because they're on the Voyager X store, you can't look at them and try them out and refund it and use a different one.
I was supposed to link in chat to why I bought the caterpillar, basically.
Yeah, Cyberwolf left. He was like, fuck off.
That's right. So it's fine that you stole his question.
Mm-hmm.
From.
Sorry. The people in the audience can't hear all that noise going on behind me, but you guys can. Just ignore it.
I can
there will be
hear
beatings later.
There's only 3 N's in the name, so I guess I did. How will the Avenger variants compare to the 300i variants?
A what?
How will the Avenger variants compare to the 300i variants?
Well, since the Avenger variants are not out yet, that is a little hard to...
Exactly.
Yeah. But I think they have told us that they're trying to make the Avenger variants more unique. So rather than just your military one, your trading one, your exploration one, so they're looking for something a bit different, like they did with the cutlasses, but just different again. So maybe a lot different to the 300 if they keep that up, if they do pull it off. I still can't think of what they would do. Maybe one of them's like a mercenary or a prisoner transport ship or something with the things in the back, maybe. That would be good. I like that. But I just want to see them. At least if they give us the names, that'll be enough. We better figure it out from then. Or speculate. Because they've got the names tied down, haven't they?
Yeah, I believe somewhere they wrote down the names, but that could mean you can just guess, I guess.
Yeah.
The base Avenger, a lot of people have been complaining about it since the new patch came out. Pre-patch, it was invincible. This patch, it is not invincible, so that might be where some of the complaints are, but because now they have added mass. Yeah, they fixed it. Yeah. Now it has mass, and you can destroy it with missiles or bullets.
Yeah, I find it quite. The Avenger was the easiest ship to avoid missiles in because it has no mass. You could you swing it around with strafe all over the place quite easily. But now it's an actual real ship.
From Gorlock 2944. Sadly, not Star Citizen related, but are you guys aware of a game called Cities Skylines and how awesome it looks?
Nope.
No.
Never
heard of Cities XL because it came up on Steam the other day.
Does it fly?
It's a city.
But it could be flying city.
Be a flying city, yeah.
Cities Skylines sounds like it might fly. I'm reaching here. I don't know.
Yeah, in the military, if you're skylining it, I mean, you're standing up on the top of a cliff, and it's you
can see your outline. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Which is good to do in H1Z1.
Yeah.
Pro tip.
I'm pretty good at it actually. Cities Skyline, huh? Is that the name of it?
Cities Skylines.
Oh, it's multiple cities.
Hopefully, it's not as bad as SimCity.
It flies. It looks to me like it's Euro Truck Sim, but for cities.
What?
It's kind of got that same
I'm not saying the correlation.
Look. It's got the same look.
It's a bit like SimCity, isn't it?
So you transport cities on a truck?
Yeah, you put cities on the back of trucks.
You load your cities with people and then fly them to another planet?
As long as I can use voice attack and track IR, I don't care.
Yeah, I think I played the previous. I think Cities in Motion was their previous game. I think was that a game before this one? I think those guys did. I've not seen anything of this one, but I've seen Cities in Motion, which is again it's a bit like SimCity. So I'm sure that's probably what this is as well. A bit like SimCity.
It's a city builder.
Yeah.
Well, good. Anything to compete with SimCity, which is Trendane's favorite.
Not that difficult. No, it's not my favorite. Not my
2000 or the new one?
Let's not go there.
From Super Stringman. Any tips on how to be an effective question troll? Copy Cyberwolf.
Copy Cyberwolf. Put many question marks in your question.
From Super Stringman. Can we have a poll deciding if we have more polls?
Oh, good. Yeah, we'll do that.
That is pollception. From Dribble Dog. That's not the question. Do you think Star Citizen will be worth it if you don't really like combat? I sure as fuck hope so, because I don't really like combat.
There's more to do than just combat, so it would depend if you like the other things.
See, there may not be
if you don't
combat.
like trading, mining, transporting.
Even his exploration should be the way to explain it should be kind of fun.
Okay, new poll. Should we have more polls? Poll, and the keyword for poll is monkey, and cake, where the keyword is pie.
See, I was going to say, should we have more polls, vanilla or chocolate, was what I was going to say. So you kind of went that way a little bit. Cake or bread, cake or death, and he goes on to say, I'm presuming you're male, goes on to say, in Elite Dangerous, I enjoy the activities other than combat, but there might not be enough to enjoy in the long run. I'm wondering if Star Citizen will be any different in this regard. I'm very much, well, Domo and I both are very much in the same thing as you. We both like to do space. I mean, I haven't done it for a while. My joystick is rather dusty.
Oh. I knew anything you said about your joystick would just be...
Which is different than my hot ass, which is also... But I think right now we've got a lot of the combat-y stuff going on because it's dynamic and exciting enough to keep people interested. Those of us who want to do the more, steady, long-term things that don't involve a lot of frenetic, crap, we can subsist on lore, while we're waiting for a slightly less combat-oriented game element to be introduced.
So it's tied. It's pole and cake are tied exactly.
At launch, I think there'll be more to do than Elite Dangerous's way of doing things.
Well, we hope, but
it'll be mostly the same. It'll just depend on, because mining in the game is kind of, I don't know. I didn't like the mining. I'm not a big exploration kind of guy, so I didn't really get into that. Trading is, I found incredibly just dull.
Look, I gotta show you something real quick. We gotta pause. I have diabetes. My wife just gave me this.
Is it a cake pole?
It's a cake.
Is it a cake pole?
It's like it's a cupcake that it's an apple with sugar sprinkled on top. A worm.
Did you get diabetes before or after marrying her?
After.
I'm seeing a trend here.
Yeah, she is trying to kill me off.
What? That's cute.
It's very nice. I love it, but I can't eat it. Thank you. All right, moving on.
This is why you must marry the Germans.
Yes.
I actually ordered a kilo of gummy worms the other day off Amazon.
Oh, they're good. Yeah.
Just random. I'm looking for fillers, and I was like,
just line them up on a table.
Lube them up first. Lick them so they're lubed. Yeah.
Ooh. From Super Stringman, question: are you ignoring my questions? From Cyberwolf, so we got the globes from CIG. Some of us got more than one. More than one. Than Cyber. That. Where the fuck was I? The Drake Herald in particular caught my eye. Good. I hope it ripped it the fuck out of your head. Than one. Sorry.
Deutschland, über alles.
And is not asymmetrical anymore. Is this the final model? How the fuck would we know? All right. Still a little...
You realize he's not even here, so just...
I know that. That's why
release your venom.
Bad.
Bite him and inject it into his skin.
It still hasn't been decided. That question was asked on Reverse to Verse yesterday, and they did say that the final design is up in the air, whether it's going to be asymmetrical or not. And we're waiting on Chris to decide.
I'm assuming they'll just have offer both at this point.
Maybe.
Unless there's
or a big variant,
decision. Yeah. Unless a lot of people just like one or the other. But who the hell knows?
The Shadow.
Maybe. Let's find Adam Baldwin and ask him, is this the final model?
The Shadow knows.
And just watch him go, what? From Gorlock 2944. Can AI swap the tires on a gray cat for thrusters and make it a mining buggy? That's kind of a cool thought. I don't think so. Nobody else wants to comment on that one.
Yeah. I'm just reading this. I'm trying to figure out what tool for crap. Asking, did the train leave the station a long time ago for you guys? I have 52 cards. Nobody's asking.
From Kaochat. Question from StarCast, for StarCast. Well, thank God it's for StarCast, because...
Did we miss Drizzle Dog's question?
No, I asked it.
What was it again?
Oh my God. Memory is only as long as your dick. It was the question about combat stuff in Elite Dangerous.
Oh, okay.
And I said...
he was saying thanks for discussing my question. I wasn't sure if we skipped it.
No.
Why would he say thanks then?
Because there's, because internets.
From the person that with the thing. Would you like to be able to put your org? I saw our logo. Would you like to be able to put your org logo on the side of your ship so everyone will know what org you're in, or steal to pass yourself off as someone in another org, etc.?
Therein lies the inherent problem with the whole skinning thing. You could skin your ship to be anything, right? So you could put your own stuff on there, or you could put anybody's stuff on there. You could put a Ferrari logo on there, or a large penis. Like, what is going to stop them from being able to put things on the ship? They are talking about adding more stuff, right? I mean, you're going to be able to put your own logos and things like that on there. You know if they have plans?
If you could report people, I think that'd be the easiest way to stop it. Or a more expensive route would just be they would have to pre-approve everything that you can create.
Especially if you're going to cover your ship in penis skin, because that's just gross.
Well, if you're a freelancer.
No. No, I don't want to cover my freelancer in penis skin. It's bordering on Silence of the Lambs. No.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Do you want to fuck me?
No,
I want to fuck me.
not really. It just amazes me that
Some
that's
fava
the same
beans.
guy. It's the same guy that plays Captain Stottlemyre in Monk.
In Monk, yeah. Oh, I told my wife because she loves Monk. I'm like, "Wow, you got to watch this scene." She's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "No, watch this scene." She's like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Yep, that's Stottlemyre."
Okay, from Demon Wolf Lore, what do we think about the social module? No, sorry. What do we think the social module will encompass?
Facebook, Twitter.
Social stuff.
I really have no idea what the social module is. I swear to God. I keep people keep talking about it, and I'm like, what is it, Facebook or Twitter? I mean...
I think it's just a module where you can get in with your friends. I mean, it's supposed to be planet-side as well, isn't it? And that's when the proper friend system
is it like a chat window? I mean...
No, you'll be able to play in... If you mention the planet-side module, when it was running around, you'll be able to do that, but you'll be standing there in front of your friends.
And doing dance emotes and
you could dance, whoopee? You could... What would be cool is if you could both be on planet-side with buggies, do grey cat buggies around Terra or something.
Yeah, but how is that a module?
It's their implementation of the whole social system, the friend system, stuff like that. But,
friends and guilds and,
yeah.
and
what I'm hoping that comes in with this is hangars. So you could jump into a friend's hangars and look at their ships. That's what I want more than anything.
Or a hangar.
Yeah, because we know we're going to get them. So you have a friend jump in when you're online. You can get a friend come into your hangars and look at all your ships and stuff. I need that in so I can jump into Frankie's Idris.
Okay, all right. I guess I thought it was already built in, but maybe not.
Well, there's also the aspect that hopefully it will be the implementation of kind of the, what do they call it? The thing where it sounds like your voice is coming from your avatar. Like if it's somebody who's talking back over there, you hear them back over there. Whatever the perspective, VoIP or whatever that is they're calling it.
Sure as hell hope they do it better than H1Z1, which works. Like the spatial
from miles away.
No, it's not so bad. Well, you can see somebody talking from miles away. You can see them talking. I did say that on purpose because you can see their name pop up.
Yeah, I don't know why it has the name pop up, especially in a hardcore server like it does.
It shouldn't have the name pop up. But at least I could tell somebody who I know was close by. But other than that, the mics, people have decent mics, but they all sound like they're just,
They need to turn up the bit rate, I think, on the...
No, it's like they have it preset to everyone's way too loud.
The lowest setting.
Yeah, have everybody.
But that's the same issue that PlanetSide 2 had, though. There's the same VoIP system, and it's the same thing in that.
I think it would be really funny if you sneak up behind somebody absolutely silently, be like, "Hello, lovely," and it's coming from right behind you, and they just shit themselves right then and there. It's just awesome. And I think it will encompass Magnetic North, by the way. From Frankie76, do you think the medic system should be like Surgeon Simulator? No.
That would be fantastic.
That would be hilarious, actually.
It would be so much fun.
Only if you're drinking, I think. If you start drinking, you should just have one hand, and then you're just like, how do I do this?
As the Brits say, taking the piss.
That could be one of the uses for the bottles in the bar.
Yeah.
You drink it and, like you're in the hospital and you go and you drink what should be for sterilizing the table or something, and you chug it and it just goes to Surgeon Simulator. And then your watch pops off and falls into somebody's chest cavity.
Your friend is dying on the ground screaming and you're like, la 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 la. And then afterwards you use the visceral cleanup crew and you clean up all the viscera. Dude, oh my god, total tie-in. Visceral Cleanup Crew, Star Citizen. Because I've already got one for Shadow Warrior, so why not do one for Star Citizen? Tie the whole thing together. You have to go in as a unlucky slob to clean up all the goo on the ground from all of your friends blasting each other in the face.
That's what the Teverin have been relegated to. From Boil Down, what do you think about CR saying in 10 for the Chairman? I was like, what is 10 to 4? Oh, 10 for the Chairman. That players will be able to play in the PU simultaneously with Squadron 42 instead of having to graduate from Squadron 42 before you can enter the PU.
You can skip it, is what they've been saying the whole time.
Well, I don't know. Before they did sort of say in the old days that you had, if Squadron 42 was the prerequisite to go into the persistent universe, like you couldn't skip it. But this is a game being developed, and they do reserve the right to change their mind or change it if they think that the persistent universe might be out sooner than all the Squadron 42's finished. I mean, how many chapters?
It will be
50 chapters, right?
They're releasing them 10 episodes or whatever, 10 missions at a time, I think, with the first set coming out later this year.
Right. So when that happens, then that'll open. At least now would be like, you know what? I waited till near the end, and now the persistent universe. I don't want to bother with that whole PvE shit. I just want to jump in and start playing. Then that might be the case, and that might be okay. I don't know what you guys.
If it's not finished, I think that should be the case. But if it's actually finished, you should have to finish the single-player campaign to be a UE citizen, essentially.
The question, if I remember correctly, from 10 for the Chairman, was also talking about what if you got somebody who never played, Squadron 42, and they just jumped right into the thing, and because if you don't, or part of the thing is that if you go through Squadron 42, you will have access to some of the other, citizen-only, stuff. And he was also talking about the fact that it will kind of backfill your military journal. If you're in the thing and you're like, actually, I do want to go play Squadron 42, and so it effectively acts like a flashback. And once you finish a mission, you come back into the persistent universe, and it's in your journal that you had done this at one point. I think he compared it to TV shows like Arrow and whatnot, where they do the flashback simultaneously, so almost like the two things are running in parallel. Mm-hmm. So I think that's and I think that could work very well. It definitely gives people who don't at first want to do Squadron 42, it gives them the option to go back later on and do it and kind of catch up to it without losing any of their progress in the persistent universe.
Makes sense. Especially with it being episodic, it also means they can stretch out the different chapters or episodes of each 10 missions, stretch it out longer. Because if you had to do it first, then you'd have to wait for all 50, and we're not going to see them all out by the time the game launches. I imagine some of them are going to be out later, aren't they? So it makes sense.
From Cowchat, and if I'm not pronouncing that right, tell me, because I also want to pronounce it cow. Would you like to be able to ask it once. From VersaLife 333333333. There's only 3 sorry. From VersaLife 9. If you were to guess, which we probably will be, how many weeks is the Retaliator from being hangar ready?
7.
Does anyone have a dice? Because we're going to have to do some D&D math here.
Yeah.
We need random Jesus. Real quick, I'm giving away 2 globes. 2 voluminous...
That's convenient.
Globes. Yeah. So
how's the math going to work? If you roll, let's say, higher than 15...
Hold on a second. I'm giving away 2 globes, 1 per person. So we're gonna do one. We're gonna do one, and then I'll do the raffle again. So this is gonna be 15 minutes, and we'll do another one for 15 minutes, and then they're globes for your hangar. If you're not a subscriber, you don't have them, so you'll get them for your hangar.
You don't have all of them. Everyone still gets 1.
Oh, really?
The subscribers, the first tier subscribers, what is it called? Imperator?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
No, but I'm saying 2. Regular people.
The other ones get 3.
The peons.
The peons get 1. I get 1.
Are you a subscriber at all?
No.
Oh, so why am I giving away these fucking globes? I thought I was giving away globes.
You get 1, though. You don't have all 3 of them. So, I mean, they could then have the other ones or whatever.
Oh, they're
right?
collectibles.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just Hangar Flare. They've been selling this for a while now.
Maybe I should give away different Hangar Flare instead.
Just make it their pick then.
So we've got a 20.
It's a crit.
And well, it's on the 2 10-sided die.
Oh, 20%. Okay.
Yeah. On the 12-sided die, I got a 9. On the 8-sided die, I got a 3. On the 4-sided die, I got a 3. On the 20-sided die, I got a 1.
Uh-oh.
And on the 6-sided die, I got a 1.
I think that means you're blind and you're in a trap now. The ship's never coming out.
Are you saying this podcast is a trap?
Yes.
Damn it.
We're not
Stuck here for so long. Now my dice don't fit. I'll deal with that later. Nook. Okay.
All right, guys, I'm stopping the raffle. We're starting up another one. This is a choice of flair for your Hangar.
Hangar the Horrible?
All right, here we go. Starting it up. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
He's not sorry.
I am. I didn't. I thought I was giving away some nice clothes because usually when we get something every month, you know, it's something special.
I don't believe it. I don't believe you're sorry.
Hello, Commander Takeo.
I believe you are lying to these very nice people and you're not sorry at all.
I am sorry, like as in I'm miserable wretch.
Oh, that's
A low-life scumbag.
you rebel scum.
Something dark side.
Yes, exactly.
Something cake.
From somebody whose name I haven't actually read because I'm putting my dice back where they belong instead of reading the questions. From Parrot Math. What hangar, thank you for spelling hangar correctly, what hangar room would you like to see? I know the exact answer to this one. I know his answer. A front frickin' door. So that people can come in and visit me. Perhaps we could call it a foyer.
I want a sex dungeon.
Just get the asteroid hangar.
I have one.
Done. See? There, you've got one.
Where? All
the
around?
entire asteroid hangar is
Looks
a
like a sex dungeon. It does. Okay, fair enough.
See?
Fair enough.
CIG's taking care of your needs before you even know you have them.
That's forethought.
Not
foreskin, which they were talking about in the channel for quite a while in the chat.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it came from the whole.
Let's not talk about the hole.
Okay, well, no.
And foreskin.
Yeah. There were some females in the audience asking if they actually owned a foreskin.
All I wanted as far as hangers is for us to be able to put all of our ships in.
Something.
But we know that's something they're doing.
Something.
If you guys saw the trailer they had, this is something I think that they're going to discuss at this town hall tonight. But I think what they're doing is they're changing the way the ships lay out in hangars. So instead of having 3 in a room, you can have 6 small ones. And we should be seeing that soon. I just want to. That's what I want to see all my ships.
No, that's a great idea. That's the one thing. Ever since they brought in the new hangars, in the old hangar, like the the business hangar, the Supreme Executive hangar, the maroon one that I didn't like very much.
Oh, the Rebel in York.
No, the old ones. Back in the old maroon.
The original ones.
The original ones. It was ass. But you could have as many ships. I mean, you could have a mile of ships. You know, it was. Actually,
They should just make that as an option because I'm assuming it was just for people, so it wouldn't strain your computer as much. They should just have an option. So if your computer, or if you want to take screenshots, like I took screenshots of my hangar earlier, but I can't show off all my ships. First world problems.
They should have a selector. Does your computer suck? Click yes, and it shows you 3 ships. If you say I have God powered computer, then you click that one, and it'd even be better for people like Source when he's streaming or whatever, right? He doesn't want to be constantly loading the hangar, right? Because he just wants to get in a match, having to load the whole thing. Before. Yeah, just have
a loading. Slower.
Yeah,
have a launcher.
A launching room. Well, that's a room you could have then, Trendane. The launch room. It doesn't show off the hangar. It's just basically.
It's just a hot tub.
It's just a hot. Well, yeah. Or something, and you just sit there, and that's where it loads the game. It loads up all the anything you want to go through is that one room. It only has to load that room. There's nothing in it. Maybe the bar is in there and like a disco ball, and it just loads that up, and everything else stays out in the hangar. And then when you want to walk out in your hangar to show off your ships or whatever, then you go out there,
Go through the door.
Right, but in that room, the launch room, it has the holo table, so then you can adjust your ships, you can change out your guns, whatever it is you're trying to do there. You do in that inner launch room and keep it separate, because I think that would speed up the whole process in a lot.
All right.
Yes.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
We do it very similarly to the way that Elite Dangerous has it set up right now. That the launcher comes up, and you have the option to choose your training missions or Elite Dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But Star Citizen launcher comes up, and you have the option to choose your hangar, the arcade, which all it is a tiny, tiny little room with a holo table, so that you can adjust your ship, get whatever loadout you want in there, and then you're like launch, and you're in the helmet, and off you go.
Yeah. I think so. I think that's probably the best way to go about doing it. Something like that would be fantastic. Because that got me started. But the entire interface is screwed up, man. That whole bar loading thing.
Even the holo table is. I hope they update that sooner than later.
I want them to get rid of that.
With loadouts, like just have customizable loadouts. Not even have that holo table. Just get rid of it completely.
That
Stick on the web.
Just do it on the website.
Yeah,
just have it on the website. Stick your guns wherever. Save it. That's loadout number 1. Click loadout number 2. Do. Save it. That's loadout number 2.
Fantastic idea. But
Easier.
that whole thing was not even a joke. It was a sort of afterthought or forethought or whatever. They were getting ready to launch the hangar, and they had that German guy. I don't remember his name, but the German guy.
Adolf something.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Adolf. But anyway, they had him, and he had done just really quickly threw together the table and was like, "Hey, by the way, I made this table." And Chris was like, "That's awesome. Let's use it. Go." And he's like, "It's not finished. It doesn't work right." He's like, "Okay, make it go."
Fuck it. We got 2 years.
Yeah. So they threw it in there, and it never functioned right. And it still is kind of funky as all
laggy.
hell having to spin that thing around. So I'm hoping in the future they kind of drop that sort of elitist. We have to have this really ultra cool system of doing things and go towards a more practical. Just use a website, use something simple. Click, done. You don't have to load up an hour to change things around.
It's good if they have that. They just got to alternate, because when they bring out this companion app, the mobile app, like the iPad app, for instance, they're going to bring out. They've said it before. You're going to be able to change your loadouts and stuff on the mobile device, on like an iPad. So they've got to have something web interface, something like that, and it could link into that. So,
I think I also yesterday when I was watching Saurus, doing some. It might have been the day before. He was loading missiles onto his ship, and I thought, I may have been misunderstanding what I was seeing, but I thought I saw him grab a missile rack and plug it on, grab a missile, drop it, grab a missile, drop it, grab a missile, drop it, and I was like, okay, that shit's got to stop. I should be able to just go missile rack and then hold, and it'll just and it'll load them up.
You obviously want those missiles on there. You don't. Yeah.
Well, somebody might want to mix, a mix of different kinds of missiles
maybe.
in. But
That sounds like advanced. That'd be too complicated if they added something like that. It'd break.
you just hold the button down and it just starts ticking missiles up, and it's like, okay, I'll load them all up.
Yeah.
At least that's what I would think. Anyway, okay, so
Sounds like
anybody
you were
else
a
have
QA guy or something.
anything? Anybody else have anything else you want to say on that? Or
Nah, it's alright.
I was only going to say that I just saw you had a sub. Did you notice it?
No,
No, I did not.
For last.
For last! Thank you for subbing. Do you know this
The
person,
what?
Trendane?
No, the one who likes the proto ginger beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was you were. We still never nailed it down if it's
I
a he
may or may
she,
not
but
be
it's
talking
a
about
pink
it.
name, but it could be a gay man. I don't know. He
I
or
may or
she-
may not be talking to her over Skype this whole time.
Oh, it's a her,
She's also a streamer.
and she's hot for you.
She's hot for CSGO, not for me.
But she said she who is that hot, sexy, bearded, redhead ginger guy? Didn't she say that?
Something like that.
Yeah, something right along those lines. Well,
I
thank
don't-
you, Falasti, for subscribing. I do appreciate it.
It's probably for last, but okay.
Okay, Falast.
Whatever.
No, maybe she could be French. A little accentuation on the.
It's some Mexican thing or whatever.
Oh, it's even Mexican-ish now.
There's, I don't know. I'll get that wrong.
Yeah, you just abused somebody.
Maybe she'll.
It's like Falaste.
Falaste.
It means something in Spanish or
I gotta
some
look it up.
language.
All right, go ahead.
if I can remember where the hell I was. Oh yes, from Demon Wolf Lore. Anyone think that the buggy skins aren't worth a third price of the aren't worth a third of the price of the actual buggy?
They should be $1.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't think they're worth it. Especially they put 6 up as well. 6 different ones. I don't think they're worth it. But
buy them all.
I understand why they're there. It's
and
just
the
testing
reasoning,
system.
or not the reasoning, I'm under the impression that you need to buy one skin per buggy, because I heard somebody saying, well, now I have to buy them all, or more buggies, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. Or this person just wants 6 different buggies in their hangar.
One of them is a tactical stealth skin. What the hell is going to work?
All right, pause. Velasti is Swedish for fell the most. I don't think it means anything in Spanish.
I don't know. I'll have to ask her later.
It means Velasti in Spanish.
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead.
From Demon Wolf Lore again. Within the York hangar, it's Rebel and York, but anyway, where are the globes and the fish tank?
Oh, the Rebel in York, the fish tank is upstairs. You have to go to like the left. There's like a back place you have to go to. It's not like really obvious, but there's a little lounge area upstairs. You have to walk around. And,
It depends on your hangar too.
True, it depends on how many ships you have, right? But it should be upstairs in the where would be the back of the room.
Yeah, if you the room you log into, just walk down to the very end and go into one of the lifts on to one of the sides. And there's a lounge area that has trophies, your trophy case, all your flares, a lot of your flare stuff.
From Innovus, which ship do you believe will be the next to be added to the hangar?
Ah, we have that.
Gladius?
Yeah.
I'm probably 90% sure it'll be the Gladius.
Where's that list? We have that list.
Well, that one's in the hangar, I think. That would be the next one in Arena Commander, wouldn't it? The Gladius.
Gladius is flyable and free flight.
Yeah, but I think new ship actually adding into the hangar. I would say Retaliator, because it's getting very close. As in brand new ship into the hangar. If that's how I read the question as meaning.
I'm going to say Vandal Kingship.
Oh,
Good choice. Good choice.
I know.
big hangars.
Yeah, that'd be a very large hangar.
All right, before you read the next question, the winner chicken dinner is Scoots Magoots. Scoots Magoots, you have to type in claim. You have 1 minute to type in claim.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it now!
Oh, Velasti was gone the whole time we were discussing how her name means fall down. Okay. Claim, all right. Very good.
Hey!
Scoots, I need to have your, not your Steam email address, your RSI email address, and you need to tell me what exactly you want. Do you want a fish tank, a jukebox? Do you want one of the globes? Just tell me.
I think you get 2 globes for $5.
Do you?
You have to look it up. I'm not a sub.
I think so, because you can't buy them individually. You just buy one thing and it comes with the globes. So I guess maybe it just gives you the ones you don't have. Maybe, I don't know.
What are you
Way to
laughing
find
at,
out.
Shindy?
The next question.
Okay. Hold on, before you do that, we're doing another giveaway. It's for another set of another flare item. So go ahead, Trendy.
From Monkey Muzz, can I make out with Lance Henriksen on the bridge of the Freelancer?
Dude, as long as he can. If Lance Henriksen was voice acting the scene, I am now unzipping my fly. Something like that.
So what you put into your hold comes out the same way. Wow. Shock resistant, pressurized. Oh my Jesus! I looked right in my light when I said that.
Now you're blind.
Big purple spiral right in the middle of my thing now. From Demon Wolf Lore, are cargo pods only for finished products, or do you think raw materials can be transported via cargo pods?
Good question.
Most likely, because there is the reclaimer. So how else would the reclaimer work?
I would say that by and large, yes, you'll be able to do that, but since raw materials will not be usually predetermined shapes, of exacting measurements, like if you're just throwing a bunch of, rocks in there, they're not going to fit perfectly. So you won't be able to fill the thing completely, like every cubic centimeter of the thing. There will be rounded edges and gaps between the things.
That's why the Japanese invented square watermelon.
Okay.
It's a true story. They have square watermelon. They pack them into the crates.
What was wrong with the other watermelons?
There was spaces. It wasn't efficient. So now they have square watermelon that they can pack into crates, and they're perfectly square.
Mm-hmm. And they're adorable.
They are.
From Comereste 87. How will you guys deal with pirates? Simple. I will avoid them.
I will eat them.
I will become one.
It would suck to have to wait for friends to get on to do anything.
That is true. I can see where he's coming from with this question. Okay, I am in some really bad sector of space. I just picked up a majorly expensive load. I've got my entire career riding on this load, and I have to wait for 3 hours for Billy Bob, my buddy, to show up with his ship to defend me. So I get that. I think in reality, you probably would be able to hire some NPC mercenaries, maybe?
Probably.
Something like that, so you could at least get out there.
It's risk versus reward, right? So if you want to risk that much money just trying to do it yourself,
It could be some kind of load that you never see. It's like
you
have to deliver plutonium bars, over to some other part of space. And it's the biggest load you've ever picked up and going to be delivering. So.
Since it's highly radioactive, you can't cover it with a scanner blanket.
Mm-hmm. People are going to see it for miles. Everyone's going to know you've got plutonium. They want your load. They will do anything they can to take your load.
There's going to be a T-shirt. That's all it says. It's just from. People are going to be like, what the hell is that? From Heather Trixie. With CIG's plan to allow for calling for help from other Star Citizen players in the PU and the length of time they estimate it takes to jump/traverse a system, 8+ minutes, are larger ship battles really going to last long enough to call for help?
Maybe not.
They can call for help. It depends how quick the other people get there, I guess.
Yeah.
Remains to be seen.
We don't know. We don't know how big the precision universe is, how long it'll take you to jump. It could so many different things.
And it's also important to realize that, it's not like you're just going to be sitting there. Well, you might be. It's like you're just going to be sitting there, taking the hits. I mean, presumably you would be fighting back. If I'm as much as I will try to avoid pirates, if I'm in a situation where, somebody's attacking me, I will try to run, but if I can't, then I'm not just going to sit there and let them blow me up. Mm-hmm. I'm going to fight them because there's a chance I might succeed and win. I can't believe I said that with a straight face. Well, with a gay face, but still.
That was good.
From Comer SC87, do you guys think Star Citizen will become the H1Z1? I had to say that in British, or English, whatever you want to call it, in terms of random people just killing you because they can?
I think it will for the first few weeks.
Yeah.
For sure. With the first, by default, everyone will have essentially lifetime insurance when the game starts. Eventually people won't, but at the start, everyone with their starting ships will have insurance, so there's no real loss.
And you can just ram your ship into somebody else.
Yeah. Once people start getting better equipment and better gear where the insurance may not cover everything, people will probably be more careful. And as more ships come out, the new ships will not have lifetime insurance, right? You'll have to be paying for everything else that is not from the pledges.
But there will always be people who are going to do that.
Most likely,
always be in the game. There will always be somebody there who wants to just go through and screw your day up. It's always going to happen.
Spooninator, Cool Whip, and Cool Whip, and sonic screwdrivers make Bod smile. Usually in the
I smiled the other day when I got my sonic screwdriver T-shirt.
Ooh.
It did. It happened.
He's from Britain. It's all gray and rainy there all the time, so he's gloomy. It's just let it go.
Let it go.
I was trying not to think of
Let
it.
it
Fortunately, I've never seen that movie, so I haven't.
Neither have I. I just know like half the song.
Is that the one from the Snowy movie?
Every other note. Yeah,
I think it's
so.
called Canada. It's just based on a true story in Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
where you guys have elks and stuff.
Yeah.
My daughter sings it all the time. It's very cute.
Mm-hmm. From Demon Wolf Lore, who is basically our honorary Cyberwolf today. Why does CIG show us 5 small ships in a large hangar while we can only fit 3? They're never mind. Other than to annoy the frack out of us.
Because they can.
I think that's what that's like part of the new hangar system. I think
Yeah,
they're
new-
going to be implementing.
I think that's why they're showing that they were verifying that it worked probably and just showed you some pictures.
Yeah, they hinted at it. I'm sure they hinted at it. I was looking at there's some guy with updating a Reddit post from the panels, and he mentioned something on there about the hangar concept, about the changing the way that the hangars are being built, so you can get more ships in, so you can see all of your ships.
That'd be fantabulous. And
I'm guessing that's what that is.
but what about the big semi-capital ships like the Banu Merchantman and stuff? That's
They're still got to be outside in orbit or something.
I think they said the Banu fits, and so doesn't the.
Well, the Banu comes with an asteroid hangar, so it should do.
Yeah. What was the other one? The one I just got. The big one.
Carrack.
The Carrack, yeah. The Carrack's supposed to fit as well. I don't see how it's going to fit.
But they did
Basically-
say that the Idris that there is likely going to be in orbit, and you'll use a shuttlecraft to get to it. So maybe that's what they'll do with the bigger ones.
Okay.
From Marsha, are you concerned about CIG's perceived tendencies to shiny overworking?
Yeah.
It's
a little
easier
bit.
to show. It's easier, I think, just to show things that look good rather than things that look technical, right?
No, I
If you want to
agree.
see the technical stuff, they show a lot of the technical stuff, like around the verse with bug smashers and stuff. You can see some of the behind the scenes stuff. But to show off like new ships, it's easier for them to do that than say, here's the physics code we implemented to lift the flaps on the ship. It just doesn't look as good.
No, I think more. I think what they're asking basically is, it's like interfaces. They're going for the convoluted interface instead of like more of a minimalism, you know, and showing off like, okay, when you open up this menu, it has to, whoop, 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 whoop,
Yeah.
you know, and do all these kind of crazy things that eat up your video card. Whereas if they made it just more like, I think they're just using the Elite Dangerous as an example. Elite Dangerous is just like, okay, we just need it to function. Okay, it's a gray menu with orange text. There you go. Click, click, click. Figure out what you
Well,
want.
hopefully we can customize everything eventually. So if you want a minimalist look, you can hopefully do that. And if you want flashy for whatever reason,
Yeah.
it's also, I think, some of the manufacturers, they're trying to have like in lore, so certain ships will be more flashy than others, and some ships will be basic for their interfaces.
Yeah.
We kind of had that. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you can finish. I was just going to give an update on something
No,
else.
no, go ahead.
I was going to say it was just something I just read regarding what we was talking about the planet-side module before and the social module. It has been confirmed it's going to have a chat system, friends list, elevated to the city, shops, NPC activity, and you can invite your friends to your hangar. In this
Space
module.
Horse.
Yes. So
Okay.
the first version of the planet-side module, you're going to be able to invite friends to your hangar. So Frankie, your Idris, I'm coming, and Art Corp is going to be that's going to be out March, April.
That sounds like
That's what
fun.
I-
That
So
does
it is
actually
cool.
sound like fun, really,
Yeah,
to hang out with
it should
your
be pretty
friends.
cool.
Yeah.
Walk around the city, interact with some NPCs.
And what I was going to say was, we had that with whatever the hell I worked on right after Spore, before I worked on Brutal Legend. There was a game that, they were like, okay, so we're going to do this, and we're going to make it, do all these kind of effects. And I was like, could you just get the feature working first? Get it in, get it working. Don't make it flashy and super amazing and everything. Get it in, completely integrated and working, and then we will jazz it up later. And I think that was one of the big things that we had a problem with. I can't remember what project that was. But they were trying to get artistic with it before they made it functional.
Right.
Make it feature functional, then we'll make it sparkly and shiny.
There's a
SimCity.
game I'm playing right now called Hot Naval Action,
Mm-hmm.
and which has the Unity engine. The game itself is beautiful. Okay, so you're out in the ocean, pew pew with the guns. But the interface for like the setup, it's like a gray window with boxes.
Yep,
Okay.
I've seen that.
Yeah. So, and it works. It doesn't look pretty in there, but I think SIG goes the other way around. They're like, they have some kind of crazy designer that goes, oh no, it's got to have lasers and everything. And yeah.
I don't think it's specific to any one designer. I think it's. I mean, we have known for a long time that, Chris has a very specific visual in mind, and a lot of the people who work with him have a similar idea, and so they're pushing to get that visual motif, in the thing, and so I mean, so there's a bit of a balance point, but I think a lot of people in the fandom, in the community, are thinking that's all they're doing, is that they're trying to make this perfect and then release it, and then they're not. There's a lot of extra stuff that they're not putting in yet. It's just a lot of people who don't understand how game development works. They only see the outside perspective of it, and they don't see how things are actually. I was thinking about this earlier. It's like if CIG ran their company like a not-for-profit or a non-profit organization, where all of their financials were also public domain, and people could see exactly where every single penny. Don't do this, CIG. Where every single penny was going.
Forums would explode.
Yeah, they would go berserk.
People were there was a thread about where you'd like to see the next event or whatever, or not. It wasn't by CIG. It was just somebody was saying they'd like to see one in Canada. Here's a bunch of locations. Some people were flipping out and saying, no, they shouldn't spend this much money on it. And then somebody was saying, well, all the money they do for marketing comes from the subscribers, essentially. But I'm wondering how much money actually do they get from the subscribers, and if it is enough to cover all the costs they're doing for events, because now this year they're doing more than last year, right? And then they'll probably do more next year even.
I mean, you can calculate this, how much the subscriptions are. I mean, because we know how many people there are and what the subscription rates are. It doesn't account for things like the sales and the special deals that when the price thing, the little income bar, whatever I can't think of what it's called right now. The little line
Funding
goes,
goal?
boom, thank you. Yes, the funding chart where it just goes, pegs
Check
off
that right now,
scale high.
actually. They make it harder to
7 million yet?
find. They make it harder to find out just to trick us, right?
Yeah,
I think it was 60k away when we started.
It's just under now. It's 69.957.
So it's close.
It'll by the end of today. It'll be. 70.
Oh yeah, we got a sale on for a week, so it's going to hit it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be
Next stretch goal redacted.
Next stretch goal is going to
Which
be
is kind of
the
a
post
cop
from the
out, I
last
think.
fall.
But I think it's kind of a cop out. But I mean, feature creep is real.
actually
And
bought
especially when you
that.
got somebody like Chris Roberts, who just somebody says, would we have it to where
He just-
we have space monkeys? That would be an excellent feature. Yes, we could totally have space monkeys.
And then they get a department for it.
Yeah, I think he's a visionary, right? And I think a lot of times in the past he's had developers or producers that have said, no, space monkeys, Chris. But now it's sort of like...
And then he fired them.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the company that was paying for him to make the game, so he didn't fire them.
Yeah.
Like Origin or something. But now he's free willy-nilly, and space monkeys? Sure, that's not a problem.
Well, we do have pets, so I mean, space monkeys could be a thing.
See, what I would like to see though is for the $70 million stretch goal, I would like to see Bluetooth coffee mug heater coasters that just sit next to your thing, so that you have your cup of tea or coffee, and it Bluetooth syncs to your computer, and it constantly measures the temperature.
I'll put it to a text file that I can put into my OBS overlay.
Right, and it's connected to the liquid cooling system in your thing, so it pumps warm stuff into underneath your coffee thing and keeps it warm.
And it should have a Star
You could-
Citizen logo on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Clifford
not
won't buy
brain
at least. Clifford won't buy 1,000 of them otherwise.
No.
I hope he went and asked specifically for why do we not have coffee mugs?
I'm sure he did. He
thought you were
probably made a fool out of
merchandise.
himself.
It probably
I'm
needs
curious
like
how many suggestions he's made to them of
All
what
of-
things he would want.
He has a list that he just brings up for his house. I want a new car that has Star System logos. I want new tires, new seats,
New
a new
rims.
TV.
And you know the logo is round, so you could obviously put it on the center of a rim.
and I want
And model it after an Aura.
The tread has to leave, RSI logos everywhere I drive.
Just like
And it
those
needs to be
boots.
made
Yeah.
of stainless steel.
When did the boots come that they were showing in that video that it leaves
Exactly.
RSI
And the
footprints?
suit. I am surprised. We should have suggested that he made a to-scale suit.
Huge.
It's possible, so I mean...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a Star Citizen bong would be excellent.
Ooh.
Mark
I would use it.
Skelton must have one of those by now.
Yeah.
Probably. Next. How
I'm
many more
trying-
questions do we have?
Like 5.
Okay, because we could wrap up on the half-hour mark here.
Okay. From Drescher86, will the hangars have any use once the PU is out? Yes.
Where are you going to store your ships?
Exactly. So just let them drift in orbit. It's just like a
Ship.
fucking junkyard. One of these is mine.
You're just swimming out there in space, like, flapping your
If
arms.
only hangars were persistent, you could actually destroy somebody's hangar and just all their ships float out to
That would
space.
be,
It's like a take
Clifford
a penny,
would get
leave a
that.
penny tray. It's just a bunch of ships flying around. Just grab one, take off. From Digital Architect, 3-part question. Have any of you had mead? I love mead.
I have had mead, yeah. I made
Black
mead once.
Oh,
With
I
honey?
used to make, I used to make wine, and then I tried making mead once because I figured why not. It came out pretty good.
if so, what is your opinion?
Good.
Love blackberry mead. Just amazing. And will alcohol be in the game? It's in there now.
Right now? Yeah. Check out if you have a hanger flare with it.
From Somnio64. Do you have to pay in-game rent for your hangars in the persistent universe so the people will have a bunch of ships, Clifford? That's in parentheses, I'm allowed to say that. People who have a bunch of ships, Clifford, have to pay a butt ton of rent for hangar space.
Yes.
They did talk about that. Yeah, your hangars are not completely.
There's free hangar fees on your starting planet if you backed early enough. I'm not sure
Yeah,
which.
that's right.
stretch goal
There was a goal.
That was one of the earlier ones. I'm thinking like pre 20 million.
Yeah, I
when they
got it
actually
on
get
mine.
considered.
Yeah.
So I'll check right now.
So it's probably I did mine at 17, so I have it on mine.
Yeah, if you have it, then it's
Yeah.
something
See, I
like
think
that.
if you have a planet-bound hangar, yes, I can see that being applicable. But
So,
an
yeah.
asteroid hangar, I can't see how that would apply.
It was the I don't
Unless
even
the
know.
asteroid
It came on
belongs to someone.
for June 27th, 2013. I got free hangar fees on starting planet. So if you have a lot of ships, you'll still have to be paying hangar fees, right? If you have ships on other planets. If you have that backer reward, that just means you can store all your ships there for free.
I actually like a lot of different money sinks like that. I think they should have
Yeah.
things like fees and fines and docking fees.
Well, there's already they
spaceport
talked about
fees.
that a few times. Yeah.
Because they need to drain money out of the system, and like a game like World of Warcraft only really has one money sink, and it's the auction house. So if
And
there's
it's
no,
not really a sink per se; it just
Right.
moves money from one person to
Well,
another.
there's
they did
taxes
take a
on it as
cut,
well.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that much.
It's not that much, and the vendors are just pennies on the dollar, if that. But still, so the having constant fees is great, and then it's also applicable. So if you're driving an Aurora, your fees are going to be much smaller than somebody driving a Banu
Yeah.
Measurement.
Well, there's going to be gas or whatever you want to call it. Essentially, there's going to be and there's going to be repair fees for wear and tear over time. So there's those things will be big money sinks. I'm thinking. There's also insurance, which is not going to be so much for us, but for people who get into the game much later than us,
Maintenance.
we'll have
Tariffs.
to be paying.
What's
There will be
tariffs?
tariffs.
Yep.
And also the way
Depending-
they're wording that as well is like people that stretch goal, you get on the starter plan, you get free fees. Is hopefully that they are going to let you have more than one hangar than the second one you'd pay for. 'Cause that's what I want. You got a lot of ships, hangars in different systems.
Yeah, I'm assuming you can. You just rent them out, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And you
There's
just pay
also
You don't want to be coming back to Terra every single time you get your ship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
you just
You-
scatter some ships around.
if you back
Speaking
early
of
enough, you also
tariffs.
get a starting hangar or starting location that was only for early backers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wherever that'll be, we don't know.
The free hangar, Carl, is wherever you start. So if you start on Terra, you get it. But start on another planet, you get a free one there. That's only if you backed or before 15 million or something. All right.
From Field Marshal, any way you can get a space station like Deep Space Nine where everyone can meet up and we can have them docking and popping on station to meet up and go for coffee?
Yes. Matter of fact, Clifford has access to it.
That's a club, though.
The club, but he can invite other people to it, and then it's like a space club that you can all go to and hang out. But I'm sure you can do that. That's what the social module is, right? So
yeah,
most of the time it's planet side, but it could be on a station somewhere, like Deep Space Nine-ish.
But if he's talking more of like a physical location that's actually in the game that's persistent, I'm not sure if you can own an entire space station, but I think you could have an instance that is wherever, right? That's basically your house or whatever you want to call it. Or or for like orgs even, they'll have their own little hangout.
Okay.
From Badgerman.
Mush.
What pets are you guys going to be getting?
Badgers.
Flat cat.
Space
Flat
monkey.
cat.
All of them.
Always been a flat cat for me.
All of them. It's like Pokemon.
I'm gonna get a tiger, and I'm just gonna rename one of my characters like shit.
Okay, what is your name of your flat cat, Trending?
The name of my flat cat?
Yeah.
Well, I'm debating between pizza and pancake. I may get two and have pizza and pancake.
Or pancake pizza.
Except when he goes poop, and then that's pancake crap.
It could be a crepe, because it's flat as well.
Yeah.
Did not know that crepes did not have flour in it until recently. Go ahead, Bod.
I'll be collecting lots.
So you don't have any specific names.
Well, no, the ones I want to first pet, I want to pick up. I want to try and pick up alien pets, and I don't know, give Gizmo a friend.
Gonna get alien diseases.
Yeah, maybe, maybe. But depends how they do it.
And K?
I can see the memes.
No, I'm not too interested in that.
Okay, well, my monkey is going to be named Mr. Snagglepuss.
Mr. What?
Mr. Snagglepuss. I've always had a monkey named Mr. Snagglepuss, and that he's no different in this game.
Hmm?
Snagglepuss meaning his teeth are askew.
Oh.
Mostly.
From Brandon Chat. Hey, I got a question. Good. Has there been any backer at the masterclass?
I would say Clifford, but is there? What's the masterclass?
The masterclass was the British thing.
Is that a tennis thing?
No, the masterclass thing. And they mentioned it. If you watch the stream, there were backers in the thing. Several of them asked questions at the Q&A thing afterwards.
Because they sold a lot of tickets for it, didn't they? On the website. So some of them must have been there.
We are dropping many frames right now.
Well, we don't need them, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, they were weak frames. These new frames are much better.
What did you guys think of the masterclass thing? And what did you think of the BAFTA? Did you watch it?
What you're talking about?
It was a little panel.
BAFTA is like a movie thing. What does it have to do with Star Citizen?
He was just there.
Oh, really?
Blame Jeff Keighley. Yeah, they're doing a series of panels this year. I think he said Chris Roberts is the first one, a gaming masterclass panel. Different game
and
producers
partly because he also did films. So
yeah, true.
Yeah, they talked about his previous
films
first. That he was doing.
I know a lot of people were just bored out of their freaking minds by it because the initial part was basically him talking about his career and eventually, culminating in how he arrived at this game. And some of it was very technical. And Chris, if you're watching this, don't ever, while you're giving these speeches going, this part's kind of boring. Don't do that.
If you say that, then it makes people start yawning, yeah. I didn't see it. I have to go watch it now because I missed it.
There are some parts that are a bit tedious. But overall, it's pretty good. I learned a lot of stuff.
Bad 10 for the chairman, or is it better than that?
It's I mean, some people love
that's
10 for the
tough.
chairman.
That's tough.
Because there's a lot of shit in it that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff in 10 for the chairman that I have heard over and over and over and over again. So there's a lot of information that I had no clue about. And, you know, about like Wing Command, you know, like the movie and how it came about and what some of the stuff was with that. Never knew any of this stuff. So I found it kind of interesting. There were points where it got a little bit drony. Like he was talking about the community. Like anybody gives a damn about them. Oh, wait. But it was, you know, talking about the more technical side of how they promote the community, you know, perspective and what they're trying to accomplish and stuff like that was a little bit just like, okay, I know this part. Let's go on. But it wasn't directed specifically at me. It was kind of a catch-all sort of thing. But I found it really interesting. So just a little bit boring here and there, especially when he said it was going to be boring. So don't do that. There's 2 questions left. One from Field Marshal. Can we please get rid of those buildings in the race course? Please, they are annoying.
I love that. Yeah, it's just got a big
go around
circular
them.
track in space.
Well,
You can go around them. You
Cup
don't have to go
won't be
into
there.
them.
The Murray Cup won't be done on a thing like that. Murray Cup is interplanetary. It's not, you know, a race around a building is like that. The Murray Cup is freaking huge. It's system wide. So the final game, it's going to be much, much bigger. And if you wind up doing the other one, the one in the Gauss system, which I just recently narrated and I've
The one that
subsequently
has
forgotten
guns?
what it was.
It's all magnetic.
Well, the Murray Cup has guns as well. It's in the, you know, it's very specific points where you can use them. But yes, that thing. Anyway, so can we remove them? No. Are they annoying? Probably. I mean, you know, stay closer to the actual course and go around them. If you try to cut through everything to shorten your time as much as possible, then you'll probably wind up moving in with somebody temporarily. And finally,
Last
from Repel Star Citizen 2 or Repel SC2, would it be possible to get a pet that is a cross between Trendane and NK Sharp? I would buy it.
But what would you
I don't even know what that is.
What features would you take
I'm-
from each?
I don't want to think about that.
Well, I don't know.
Very well then, I will explain how biology works. There is a mommy monster and a daddy monster. If you get 2 daddy monsters and you start trying to get them to make babies, no matter how many times you try it, it never takes. Trust me, I've done a lot of experimentation with this, and it never works.
There was that one Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, though.
Headless
Where
Shoot,
his nipples
you
were
won.
very sensitive.
You have 1 minute to say something. Go ahead.
Oh, his nipples were very sensitive.
Whose?
The movie was Junior. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Him and Danny DeVito.
Hold on. I got some stuff to talk about here from Tood. Apparently, they just updated all of the updates.
Yeah, someone's doing a live update while it
My
packs.
God. Okay, well, at 4 minutes and 53 seconds, that weed cornbread was a bad choice. Go. Real quick, guys. Should Chris Roberts stop making 10 for the chairman? Yes or no? You can type yes or no in the chat. Okay, did he claim it?
They should stop making the
Headless
same
Shoot?
questions.
Headless Shook. Quick, you got 10 seconds. Headless Shook. Go, 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 go. No, it's gonna re-roll. Telling you.
For headless.
Headless is missing. Oh no, not
There.
boobies. You have to type an exclamation point claim. Ow, you son of a bitch! You missed it, Headless. Boobies, as much as I love them, were not the right answer. Oh God! See, the bot automatically re-rolls it, you dummy.
And Kay, don't say shit like that. Do not say shit like that.
What?
I will come up there and I will nibble your ears in little bitty pieces until you squeal and curl up into a ball so tight you become your own quantum singularity. Do not fucking tempt me. I mean, I would love to go to Kay.
It re-rolled. The next person is Demon Wolflore. 1 minute. You have to type in the word claim. Yes, it's claim.
Exclamation mark claimed?
Exclamation. And we're dropping some more frames. These are weak frames that we're not strong enough to survive.
While I'm waiting for
Say
Demon
again.
Wolflord to
He
To
typed
type
in yay.
exclamation.
He did not type in explanation claim. Oh, I have to go potty now. Hold on.
So do I, which is why it really sucks that I'm doing this. Because I had to pee very badly.
Demon Wolflore, yet again, saying thanks to MRSA, has not typed in exclamation point claim. Tick, 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 tick. Little boxes on the hillside.
No, that's Booster Wing. No, that's not Demon Wolf.
Little boxes made of ticky-tacky. Little boxes.
Are people helping him? I just want to read.
There he goes.
No!
No, he missed it!
It was too late!
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you guys, this is a brand new bot, and if you don't type it in time, it just goes to the next person. I can't stop it.
Before you start this thing again, before you start it again, let's make this very clear.
Very clear now.
If your name is selected, if you win this role, you must type exclamation mark claim in chat before your time runs out. Shut up, stop.
Something, 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 claim. Something, something, exclamation, claim.
Okay, go.
B101 UK, are you here?
If so, do not
Type claim.
type in
Do not
claim.
say yes.
Do not,
not say I'm
not do
here. Just type exclamation mark.
Chit-chat with
There!
he goes! Yeah! B101 he won!
See, British people can follow instructions.
Yes. All right. Are we done?
There are no more questions.
There are no
I
more
guess
questions.
We may be done. I mean, we still got 20, no, excuse me, like
Yeah,
18, 17,
we can get off
16
early
minutes.
tonight.
Can get off early. I've got to go do the bass after this.
Yeah, so it gives you time to warm up your vocals.
Speaking of, not really, which since I see on the stream, it's the Mustang commercial. Have you seen the Russian voiceover variant
Of
that?
this? No.
Oh my god, it's hysterical.
Yeah.
It is hysterical.
What like at this part?
Basically it's like, so maybe you like this kind of ship. Well, okay, we make it green because you're stupid or something, and it just keeps going through. And he's like, okay, now I make triangle. You make triangle with hands. Very good. Okay, you know.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, it's really fun.
I was thinking of making that integrated in my website, but
That's classic. I love it. Oh, and Boil Down has it for us.
Got really big guns.
it's made by some
make-
test guy.
Big triangle hands with.
Oh shit! Boil Down got timed out. Hold on.
Nuked.
I won't get timed out. Haha.
Thank you, NK Sharp. I will
I'm
play
superior.
it. We are, but I don't know. We keep dropping frames like crazy ass. I don't know what's going on with Twitch today. It has been bad Twitch all day long. Naughty Twitch. All right, we'll watch this real quick and we'll GTFO, okay?
Guy.
And Pappy, yes.
It's raining Aurora again. From test, Squadron. They look like a flying brick, but it's time to make something new and better. We tell top Russian scientists make better and cheaper shit. Here, look, I show you. Put a blue thing here, put a blue thing there, I put a chair here. There! Now we add boring grey color is best color. You want exploration? Here, the same ship, maybe different, who knows? Are you a girly man? Do you like pretty colors? Вот тебе. But true man need bigger guns, so here, best one. Now you see, truly Russian superior technology.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I did not realize it was not full screen. I was trying to get the volume fixed because it was like really quiet.
We're all just looking at it.
We're like, hold on, yeah. Fix that. I have technology and shit. Okay, here we go.
It's raining Aurora again. From test, Squadron. They look like a flying
sounds
brick,
annoying.
but it's time to make something new and better. Vital top Russian scientists make better and cheaper shit. Here, look, I show you. Put a blue thing here, put a blue thing there. I put a chair here. There! Now we add boring. Grey color is best color. You want exploration? Here, the same ship, maybe different, who knows? Are you a girly man? Do you like pretty colors? Вот тебе. But true men need bigger guns, so here, best one. Now you see, truly Russian superior technology is better than capitalist peak rubbish. I make now triangle with hands, pay good attention.
That was awesome. Okay. Ready to GTFO?
I think so.
I make triangle with hands.
Big
No,
cool to
watch.
Apparently, Chris
I have a
Roberts
few of those
should
ships.
not stop making. 44 people voted. Chris Roberts should not stop. After the show.
They don't watch
How did it
them.
happen?
They don't watch them. If they watch them, they'd be like, God damn it.
I already heard this question on episode 223.
Yeah.
And the
Alright.
52nd.
Time to go. If you guys want something from me, make sure you send me your Robert Space Industries email and what swag pieces you wanted. For Mother Russia.
Schwag. Schwag?
Ding. Michael Borland keeps hopping on and offline. I gotta talk to him. Okay. Good night, everybody. NK Sharp, where can people find you?
Usually on WTF Sources channel.
Yeah.
You know, just hanging
Can't
out.
really watch.
I should be streaming next week. I just don't have a time set up yet.
Okay. Bod. Where can people
Pod Six-
find you?
Board 699 everywhere on the interwebs. Playing all sorts of stuff every day. I've streamed a bit. We're streaming Saints Row earlier. May play some Marina Commander 1.0.1 later after we're done here in Afghanistan to eat. Maybe. But I'm going to be back tomorrow.
Okay. And Dane?
What? Oh, I'm pretty much trending everywhere in the internet verse. Right before we started the show, I put up the Galactic Guide narration for the Nix system, so definitely go over to the RSI website and check that out. Somebody has suggested on Twitter that I move everything over to SoundCloud, as it would probably get more attention over there or something. So I've got to figure out how to do that. And then,
I can show you.
Oh, okay, fine. We'll deal with that later. The other thing, which because every time I make a new one, I just post another thing. I tried to post the Nix system thing today, and it told me, you know, the thing is 85 characters too long, and it wouldn't let me post the thing because there's so many lines to it. And I'm like, okay, so I had to cut a piece out of the initial paragraph. So I may have to create a second thread for it here pretty soon.
Okay. I can help you with that.
All right.
Thanks everybody for coming out. We will be back again next week with probably a larger cast. Thanks to Falastay for the sub, and I think somebody else subbed too, but I didn't. Their name went by really quick and I didn't catch it. So I apologize if you did sub tonight and I missed it. Appreciate that. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go raid somebody. It's just fun. I like to do this. Let's see who we got that we could go raid. Let's see if we can find somebody playing Star Citizen. They're playing Star
People do that?
Sometimes. 1 or 2 people, maybe.
Patch today, there probably be more people than usual, you'd think.
We could do that. Oh, that would be horrible. They're not playing Star Citizen, then.
Let's go hit Rocket LR. Does anybody know him? Is he bad?
Yeah, I know him. He's okay.
He's
one of-
I don't know who that asshole
he's
is.
okay.
All right. Here we go. There's Rocket LR's linky link. Let's go over there and say, StarCast raid. StarCast raid. Go ahead and say that, and then we'll see you guys next week. It's nice to be important, but more important to be nice.
Be careless.